I am here at Blue Sky RV Resort, and you want to know why? I'm going to go see Willie Nelson. Being from Texas, I got to go see Willie. So come on along, let's go see what Willie's going to do. We're all going to the Willie concert, or Willie show, Willie Nelson show.
That wouldn't be the Wet Willie.
How do we get rid of this?
Did you say Wet Willie?
No Wet Willie.
I said that wouldn't be the Wet Willie show.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, we have to move
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm the Willie from Kansas City, the one that don't owe any taxes, and they call me the Skinny Willie. But Willie got about 30 pounds on me and $30 million. He wished he had my body, and I wished I had his money. That's why I wear that vest. It gives me about 30 pounds, you know, a little more like Willie. All right, we're going to have a good time tonight. And if you don't, it's your own fault.
Damn Skippy.
Let me start out something slow and easy here. In the twilight glow, I see her. So I'm going to do it for you folks here tonight. My verse goes like this. If you think you see Willie Nelson, I'm afraid you've made a big mistake. 'Cause I'm not Willie, I'm just almost. He's the real thing, I'm a fake. You see why I quit writing songs now? But, you know, before I get going on the show, I wanted to tell y'all how everybody wants to know how I got started doing Almost Willie. You do too, don't you?
Yeah.
You better. Okay. I got out of service in 1968. I come back home. I'm looking for a job. And I didn't have any schooling or anything, but I was a medic in the Army. So I figured, hey, I could drive an ambulance. So you know who's in the ambulance business back then? Funeral homes. Right, funeral homes. So I go down to the funeral home, and the guy hired me, and he said, you can start Monday. I said, all right. So Monday afternoon, I'm in there dressing a body. I said, hey, man, I didn't sign up for this, you know. But anyway, you can't do one without the other. You got to have ambulance service and the funeral service. So I ended up getting my funeral director's license, and I was a funeral director till 1983. And I quit the funeral business, had enough of it. And I sold cars, used cars, for about 2 years. And it was the first time in my life I could ever grow a beard, you know, because funeral directors couldn't have no beards and long hair. So I grew my old beard out. By Halloween time in '85, we was going to this country bar for a Halloween costume party. And my wife was, I was married. I had a wife and 6 kids. And I still got the 6 kids. And she said, I'll make you some braids and sew them on a bandana. You go as Willie Nelson. I said, all right. And I had to do everything she said anyway. So I get home that night and had to get some clown white to put in my beard, you know, to make it white. I don't have to anymore. And, I put those braids on, I went to the contest, I won first place. I said, man, I must look a lot like Willie Nelson. And so people started calling me after that and say, hey, come over to the backyard party, get your Willie stuff on, come on over. I couldn't play or sing or nothing, and I'd go tell a few jokes maybe. And anyway, I said, man, I gotta learn how to play guitar. I went down to the pawn shop about 6 months later, and I bought this guitar for $100. and it was almost new. Same guitar, yeah. It was new then. It was all shiny and shined up and stuff. Had a pick guard on there. I'll tell you a story about that right quick. And so I used it for 4 years, and the only complaint I ever got was, "You can't be Willie. You ain't got no hole in your guitar." I got tired of hearing that mess. So one morning in 1989, I got it down, and I got my grinder out. I jerked the pick guard off of there. I ground a hole in there, and then I scraped it up with a screwdriver down here and up here. And over the years, I got a few signatures on it and everything.
It's a Picasso.
Looks like it's about 70 years old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's even got the dirt.
And the same morning, I sanded off the name up here at the top. It said Yamaha, and I wrote Martin in there. Every once in a while, a little guitar picker catch me. He said, "Willie, what kind of guitar you got?" I said, "It's an almost Martin." I kicked in high gear then, and I learned about 30 Willie songs. And I said, "Oh, I'm doing good now, you know." And hey, how you doing? Oh, this is my old drinking buddy, Mike. How you doing, Mike? Sit down there and be quiet.
Oh, that's right. You guys know each other.
Yeah, I think I used to go with her before.
Oh my God. He remembers. Yeah, he remembers.
Willie gets all them good-looking blinds. And one peeled off the road the other day and stopped. Her excuse was, "Oh, I ran out of oil. I needed some oil." And anyway, I did some oil, and that's what I'm doing here now. Okay, what was I? I learned 30 songs by it in 1991, and I was itching to go on. I just do gigs around town and all over Missouri. And in 1994, I was throwing asphalt off the back of a truck in Kansas City, you know, and it's 93 degrees in Kansas City, humidity is 98. And I said, "Oh, boss, I can't handle this." I said, "I've saved up $1,500, and I'm going to buy this old Winnebago down the street for $1,000. I'm going to hit the road." I said, I might die of starvation, but it's better than dying on the back of this truck." So he paid me off on Friday, and I went down and bought that Winnebago, and I painted it up red, white, and blue like a Texas flag, just like Willie's was in Honeysuckle Rose. And I hit the road. So I was on the road from 94 to 2011. It's when I bought this little cabin up in Sholo. And so I've been there ever since my wife got leukemia and stuff, and for 4 years. I didn't do anything for about 5 years, any Willie stuff. And then she passed away, and I sat around the house for about 3 months, eating ding-dongs and watching Gunsmoke. And I said, "Man, I can't do this. I'll be a blimp in a couple of years, you know." I said, "I gotta get out and do some Willie." So I bought a van, and Carol's husband died about 6 months before my wife did, and she knew my wife and everything. She called me up and gave me condolences. I said, "Well, don't condolence me." I said, "Come and console me." And she took the first plane down to Sholo. But anyway, we've been together now for over a year now, and man, it's getting rough. Okay. Most of my show is stories and jokes, so I will try to fit a few songs in here and there.
That's good.
Well, I grew up dreaming, being a cowboy, loving the cowboy ways. Anybody else want to know if I met Willie? I was going to tell you anyway. Yeah, I started doing Willie in '85, and I never met Willie until 2003. And I was down in Kerrville, Texas, doing some RV parks there. And my cell phone rang about 4 o'clock. I picked it up. He says, "Willie Nelson." He said, "I know you're in the area. Can you come by the house tomorrow? I'd like to meet you." I said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there. I'll be there." But, you know, it sort of scared me. figured he's gonna shut me down, you know. Or
Right?
something.
Well, how did Merri meet Willie Nelson? Well, last Sunday, Merri was coming up to Quartzsite to pick up C-Dub, Babs, and I, and we were going to go to the Desert Bar. And Merri started to pass a truck on the way, and her car acted up. It lost all power. Turns out she was low on oil and coolant. And where she pulled over just happened to be next to where Almost Willie was parked in his motorhome. Merri walked over and was going to ask if she could buy some oil and coolant if they had any. Turns out it was Willie. Willie said, "Yeah, let me check this for you." So sure enough, the oil was low and the coolant was low. He added it in there, got her levels up, and her van started up and worked fine. And Merri offered to buy or pay him for the oil and for the coolant. And he said, no, just we'll be fine. I just got to get down to Yuma and find a place to stay. And Merri goes, "You need a place to stay? No worries. I've got an RV park. You can stay there for a whole week. I'll let you do that." And Willie was just so touched. He said, "Well, in that case, I got to do a live performance for you, or do a show for you." And that's how this all happened.